Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now first, before we get into the update, I do apologize for last week. I missed both the RS3 and OSRS weekly update videos. There was some family emergencies I needed to take care of, so I was not able to do videos as normal, so I do apologize for that. Things have been taken care of now, so things should be back to normal. Hopefully for good. So I always plan on trying to get these videos out as early as possible on those days. Well, on those days at least too. But there is the Halloween event this week, starting this week. So this will be from October 24th to November 6th. So we do have this week and until Friday of next week, so do keep that in mind. Just like last year, you can take on the mini quests and train your skills on variety haunting activities in the manor grounds, which earn you spooky tokens and allow you to build your collection of Halloween cosmetics. There is a grand total of 20 items to acquire total now, including 2 brand new additions. So what is new this year, first off, is the Vampiric Regalia outfit, as you can see here. There's also the Death Mask and the Renegade Armor Cosmetic Override set. So here's the Renegade Armor set. And there is the Death Mask. So they're also giving some handy buffs to help you complete each activity more efficiently. They are called boosts. So you can get them at the Spooky Rewards shop. What else is in this event? There is 5 different activities to train a variety of skills, each with their own mini quest. Spooky Rewards shop with 20 Halloweeny cosmetics. Spooky Time XP bonuses for Halloween activities, giving up to 14% additional boost if you complete all the mini quests. So, how to play? Just head over to the Trinor Manor and go from there and check it out. And as per usual, any update that goes live in-game also goes live on the Fresh Start World. So this is now available on Fresh Start Worlds as well. However, this is not available in Fresh Start because this is MTX. So, the Treasure Hunter Grim Harvest is here. So, it's not here yet. It'll be back on October 27th. And this year is all about the masks, which there is 3. There's the Boolope Bag, Spooky Hair, Spooky Ghost, and all of them can be found in a token from the Harvest through the Harvest bonus. And here's the mask right here. There's a Boolope, there's a Ghost, and there is the Bunny. So, there's also a very rare reward to look out for, which is the riff on the Halloween mask of old, but it is now a purple one. We have yet to ever get the purple one, and it is now here. Plus, every key used provides H oddments, so Halloween oddments, which goodies like the Wraith Walk Override token, and past rewards from Count Yakula's Yak Track. So here's the new walk animation. Kind of makes you go invisible for a little bit here and there. Fresh Start Worlds Week 5. So in appropriate Halloween spirit, Death has decided to grant a little festive mercy to all you Fresh Starters. And the Death cost is free in Fresh Start Worlds right now. They've also opened the Tier 3 auras to help people get on their way. So the week 5 boosts are as follows. You get 100% XP skills below 70, plus 75% XP with skills above 70. There is no losses upon death, plus 50% accuracy in combat, plus 25% chance to double gathered materials, and tier 3 auras. And if you're not familiar with the Jagex launcher, it did get another update very recently. You can now add multiple accounts to the Jagex launcher. Now, I know some people might be a little concerned about this because they're like, oh, well, if they hack into this, then they can hack into all your accounts. it's so in order to actually even get into your launcher, they would have to have access to your computer, I would think, and then boot it from there and then be able to get it into it that way. But this is basically you're able to enter your information once and you don't have to keep re-entering it, so it does add some security to it. It still requires your authenticator, it still requires your email, your password, it requires all of that to get all these accounts activated onto this. But if you're not sure, if you're not ready to try this out, there's no rush. Things are proceeding pretty good with it. So maybe down the road it'll be more to it, but it's working pretty good. I've been, using it. I like it. I will say that. They also updated the fan content policy, so for fan fiction, you can write stories inspired by the adventures in-game and share these non-commercial third-party fanfiction sites like fanfiction.net or achieve archive of your own, provided you don't receive payment for them in return. So feel free to write, or make the stuff you want to make. It's just they don't want it commercialized, so you can't be paid for it, which makes sense. It's their creative rights, There is some downtime notice. This will be starting on Tuesday at 10 game time. The worlds that are going to be affected are 11, 16, 23, 24, 25, 20, 36, 53, 56, 63, 67, 68, 71, 80, 82, 83, 84, 88, 92, 118, 120, 121, 122, 124, 134, 135, 136, 138, 139, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 205, 215, 216, 217, 218, 219, and 260. And before we get into the patch notes, there's also some community showcase here. We got a Dungeoneering inspired one by ACPL, who took a wrong turn in doing some Dungeoneering in Daemonheim and ended up in the back rooms. I don't know how that would go. And we have a nice screenshot here from Chaos Art RS. I don't know if this is a screenshot of death or if this is actually just some artwork they did, but it looks pretty cool. And then we have some fanny bags, I want to call them. Travel bags. Sorry, I'm not familiar with bags, but travel bags that were made for the game. At least designed for the game. And this is by Glashite, and these are cosmetic bags. They look pretty cool, actually. Then we have some Escaper screenshots. A very seasonal one by Lockjaw here. Looks like to be in the wilderness, exploring around. And then you got Kezlogger and the clan ready to smash some glaciers. Oh. And then we have a very beautiful scenic picture here from Ellie and Lily out for a walk with their cat. That is a very beautiful screenshot. Wow. And then we get the pink skirt player events, which is you gotta go all the way down here because they were mostly all today. But there is a Town Square Q&A hosted by Princess Ray, Saturday, October 29th at 2300 game time, World 3, Baroque West Bank. So do check that out. And then there is a Halloween weekend Screamyscape. So it's a Halloween party, skill and chill. This will be Saturday 29th at 2000 game time, World 41, so free to play. Location is Grand Exchange. It'll be Spooky Parade, Dance Party, Screaming Time, and Hide and Seek. And then there's going to be another one that's going to be a Skill and Chill, which is going to be a Sunday, 30th of October, 1800 game time, World 119. And it'll be at the Well of Goodwill. And this is by Elijah and Lily. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. Then we do have some patch notes from the Wilderness Flash events. And it says Iron accounts can now correctly open the rewards from the Wilderness Flash events. Fix a scaling issue for wilderness events that prevented encounters like the King Black Dragon Rampage from ending by getting stuck at 0 health. That's scary. You can now teleport to the Wilderness Splash event from the event host if you completed the far-reaching and wide-ranging achievements up to 5 minutes before the start of the event. The sack of very wildy rewards obtained from these special wilderness events now drop the correct Black Dragon egg. General, remove the animation stalls from some items to prevent scams. Blessed Hatchet can now be used to cut regular trees. Fix an issue where ranged ammo damage values were not lined out correctly when players used weapons with offset damage values, most notably reprisers. Fix a flickering that occurred when casting the Animate Dead spell and entering the wilderness. Fix an animation stalling when casting the Animate Dead spell. Fix a bug that disabled the Ghost Hunter set bonus when 4 pieces were equipped. Fix the bug that was prevented the Ghost Hunter set from a bonus from applying against the Revenants if the player used range. The Ghost Hunter set will now correctly work against the Revenant dummies at War's Retreat. The Ghost Hunter set has been given a set effect tooltip. The icons for Spiritual Healing, Disruption Shield, and Vengeance Group were fixed. Agility course records will now be consistently displayed regardless of where they are viewed. Clicking a whirligig scarab that's far away will no longer cause you to run around the Oasis pool. The first whirligig scarab in a stack will now always succeed. The side door of the Champions Guild now requires at least 33 quest points to enter. Removed a checkpoint that was preventing those who follow the path of Iron Man mode from pointing their Virago portals to the borehole. Implemented the following adjustments at the request of players completing quests in timeline order. Moved Blood Pact and timeline short between Cook's Assistant and the Restless Ghost for an early intro to combat prior to the Skeletal Warlock. Moved Recipe of Disaster in the timeline sort from Heroic to Legendary, so it's listed after its requirements. Legends Quest, Monkey Madness, and Desert Treasure. Move the Great Brain Robbery in the time list from Heroic to Legendary below Recipe for Disaster as it requires Recipe for Disaster, freeing Pirate Pete. Reclassify Pieces of Hate difficulty from Master to Grandmaster as it requires multiple 80 plus skills. This moves the Pirate Finale in the timeline sort from Legendary to Mythic alongside the finales to the Elf, Dwarf, and Marrakech series. Reclassified Desert Slayer Dungeon mini quest difficulty from Intermediate to Master as its skill requirements are in the 60 to 80 bracket. So this moves it from Champion to Legendary. The quest Slisuke's endgame will now correctly state that skipping the fight will not reward the agent of the Eldest Override or a Prismatic Lamp. Simplified the requirements for the Wandering Gaul mini quest. Thok's health bar is cleared after leaving the island part of Thok's saga during the Desperate Measures quest. It disappears when progressing through the saga or leaving it with a dialogue option. Volusia is now talking as she should to all levels of players. Fix an issue that prevented automatons from dropping their unique gloves if they were using their special attack. Fix an issue that caused an animation with the Iron Fist Smithing override to appear inside of the player rather than above the anvil being used. The Witch outfit is now consistently unlocked when playing through the Witch's Cauldron promotion, and any pieces of the outfit that were missing will now be unlocked upon login. Let There Be Light, the festival surrounding the areas of Dimension of Disaster are glowing, so you can enjoy it in all its splendor. Raven, Terry, and Samuel Labaugh have been removed. Desert Pantheon Aura UI has been updated and opens the full screen mode now. Fix the crafting icon displaying when hovering over flax instead of the bag icon. The archaeology research tutorial window disappears after the tutorial is done. Fix some cape clipping issues with the closure set as it was giving the neck more ghostly appearance. An issue has been fixed where some leg gear was showing an incorrect preview image in the character create. The total amount of oddments displayed when depositing some is now correctly formatted. players should no longer see World Auto Login into the lobby. A typo in the care pick to bound boss has been fixed. A typo in the conversation with the gnome trainers has been fixed. The typo in the Bat Slayer assignment tips were corrected. Hellbeater was finally remembered how to spell his own name and will no longer refer to himself as Hellwer going forward. Remove some old-styled grass foliage from the farming patch in Barak. Hotfix, the voice of Saren is now visible to players again. Mobile. Battery and Wi-Fi indicators have been added to the mobile UI. Notice that and thank you. Reorganize the graphical setting interface. The description for the terrain blending now mentions that it also toggles the ground texture settings. XP globes are now disabled on the Hive and Agility course on mobile. The gold highlight on the rounded player icon, or prayer icon, at the bottom of the screen disappears when prayers are off. Terms and conditions and the privacy policy button no longer redirect the player to the Brazilian Portuguese sites on iPad devices if they were playing in English. Made a fix that the login website is still open in app, but the wiki page is still open out of app. So that is it for this week, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry about last week. It's just there's a lot of stuff I had to take care of. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for understanding. Until next time, later, guys.